task is demanding, but it's not insurmountable, as this administration is committed to protecting the vulnerable and driving economic growth through productivity and human capital development.
The Ministry of Labor and Social Security is spending more than $12 billion over the next year on interventions to ensure the welfare of all Jamaicans. It's a 10% increase considering the reassignment of the poor relief budget from the ministry.
We are upgrading our wide area network to fiber. This may seem like a simple thing to some of you, but this upgrade will enable us to move more of our services online.
$97.1 million will allow the ministry to digitize services such as its PATH beneficiary system. Money is also earmarked for labor market reform to ramp up the competitiveness of the Jamaican economy, while industrial safety interventions will take place through an $83.2 million allocation.
More inspections will certainly be done, and the procurement of safety gear, training of staff, sensitization sessions to be held with the public.
Over $360 million is set aside for labor standards and enforcement activities. A similar amount is budgeted for the ministry's overseas and local employment services, while work permit services will be supported by a $47 million allocation. And the ministry is spending $88 million working with trade unions and employers to accelerate productivity in the public and private sectors.
It is our view that persons with disabilities are capable of doing anything once they are empowered to do so.
A bigger spend is expected for 2019-2020 to empower persons in this group. It includes resources to promote creativity and productivity among persons with disabilities through the work of the Abilities Foundation. The Jamaica Council for Persons with Disabilities is also getting budgetary support, and a sizable allocation has been made for early stimulation of children with disabilities from birth to 6 years old. Government continues to provide a safety net for the country's senior citizens, and allocations to Golden Age Homes and the National Council for Senior Citizens drives that in the 2019-2020 financial year. Compassionate grants and emergency relief assistance will also be given to persons whose earnings or living conditions have been interrupted by misfortunes.
In an effort to raise the economic profile and employability of our youth, our labor market information system and the social intervention program continue to provide employment opportunities to our youth.
$116.67 million is earmarked for youth employment, skills training, and overall development under the Social Intervention Program and Youth Empowerment Strategy. The Jamaica Society for the Blind, Jamaica Legion, and Jamaica Red Cross are getting a combined $26.65 million to complement the ministry's efforts. Other private welfare organizations are also benefiting from government support, and the National Insurance Scheme will maintain strategies to improve its long-term viability. The Ministry of Labor and Social Security is using its $8 billion capital budget to execute the integrated support to Jamaica's social protection strategy. It's financed by the government and the Inter-American Development Bank. This will continue payments of conditional cash transfers under PATH and provide other interventions for beneficiaries. It will also finance completion of a national senior citizens policy, implementation of a client management system, and equipping and modernizing of the Social Security Services Division.
Also to expand the digitization of files in parishes, reduce use of paper, and increase productivity.
And that's our scan of how the Ministry of Labor will be investing in human development in the new fiscal year.